a joke for years. I mean, Bush seems so dumb. Bush.
Thanks.
For I know he went to Yale, and like, there's just part of me that like that doesn't.
He didn't get into Yale because of his grades. He got in because he's the president's son.
No. He didn't just get into Yale. He graduated from Yale with a degree. Like, he has to get through so many barriers. Every professor was on the take.
He's George.
Professor. I'm asking you because I don't know. Was every single professor on the take? Wouldn't they need to be?
They don't even have to be. They're not.
How does he pass math? How does he pass history? How does he get credits?
You're giving him more credit, Kyle. If you look at a video, Kyle, that I did on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart.
Okay.
I did it with John Oliver, and it was a clip, and we had Harvard, MBA, MIT, the best fucking students in the world. They would not sign an ethics oath. Legit shit. Look it up on the internet, because I ended up going to speak to these kids. They made it into a funny clip, The Daily Show. And I've been on there 3 times. I yell at these Harvard and MBA. I wish he could put that clip. It's the funniest it was the funniest clip that year. They really wouldn't sign an ethics oath. You're talking MBA from the best, like you just said, these schools. That's why I say I think you're putting more credence into this fucking school. You know what the school does for you? It fucking does bullshit, and it fucking gives you connections. It gives you a motherfucker.
Connections are probably the biggest thing.
And that's what it's like.
I'm not saying George Bush isn't an incredibly connected man. What I'm saying is, to graduate from Yale with a fucking degree, he has to get credits. Or there would be, at the end of the year, if you're telling me that he just skipped all of his classes and no one told on him, and then the person who, counts the credits at the end of the year and puts a stamp on a piece of paper, like when every professor was like, he didn't go to any of my classes, they were like, fuck you. If you tell anyone about this, his father ran the CIA and he'll fucking kill you. Actually, your wife is dead now. Yeah, kill her. Like, that shit didn't happen. He went to Yale and he graduated with a fucking degree.
You're like, think about the NCAA. Do you think that every single player in college football is like actually passing every single class? Yeah. Like, I think they get special treatment. And like, if you think they get special treatment to play tight end, the guy who's the son of the former head of the CIA and former president, no one is failing that guy. No one. And so
there are people at no point academically can't play, though. That happens.
That rarely, you have to just say fuck you to do that. But that's true, but it's also not the president. I'm saying that at no point in George Bush's tenure at Yale was he like, oh God, I don't know about this geometry test.
And the kind of NFL players you're talking,
no, he wasn't.
The kind of ball players you're talking about often don't graduate either. They fucking go into the NFL.
They go right to the NFL, just like
so. It doesn't matter. So there's no one to mind any of that. But we're talking about a famous guy, maybe top 10 most famous people of our time. Faked his way through Yale, and nobody's here to rat him out.
Not even no, of course. Like it's an institute.
Question is Kyle. Like on one level, I can kind of get that he's a VIP who got special treatment. Cool. On the other hand, did he just not turn tests in? How the mechanics of this work? Was he able to answer the questions wrong, and the professor just pretended they were right answers? Did he give 3/4 credit on every answer for blanks?
For years and years.
How does someone who can't do the courses get passing grades? Every professor's in on it?
Yeah, it's not in on it as much. Look at how Yale, Harvard, all those institutions are funded. It's pretty much like all legacy donations. If you're a legacy of Yale, you are going to get in for the most part. If your family goes and your family, I guarantee the Bushes are donating large amounts of money to the endowment of Yale. Of course, they're going to keep it.
Hang on a sec. I just found a bit of it. Do you know what his degree is before you look?
In accomplishing missions.
He got a degree in a Bachelor of Arts degree.
In history. Pretty reasonable, isn't it?
History. Now it's all starting to add up how this man graduated Yale, and then everything else makes sense now. He's got a silly degree where he probably didn't have to take any real hard classes, the kind of classes that an engineer or a doctor, your typical Yale graduate, or a legal guy, I
gotta go against you, Kyle. Kyle, every one of these guys, if you make it to the president of the United States, whether you like them or not, they're smart motherfuckers. Some way or the other, they're smart motherfuckers. Oh, absolutely. You don't get to where they are without either political manipulation, whatever, family manipulation. Well, I don't give a fuck what it is. They're smart people. I mean, it's hard to take away the brains of them. I don't care who they are. Even Trump, whatever you want to say, they're smart people. Now,
I don't think George Bush is a smart man. I don't think he's quick-witted. I don't think he's calculating. I don't think that George W. Bush. I don't think. I think that he was a puppet of his vice president for his entire first term. I think the second term he tried to grow some balls, and you saw how that went.
That's how I remember it too. I've got a little bit on Larry's team here in that I think George W. Bush's competency was in like relating to people, and that he was able to convince and persuade far better than most people know. I bet if you're in a room with George Bush, you feel like $1 million and you're on his team coming out of it. Yeah. Is that enough to be president? I don't know. I don't know how that happened.
It was Ronald Reagan. like Ronald Reagan was reading a fucking script the whole time. He's just an actor. The fact that they trusted an actor to be, I guess, like you know, they're all bullshitters.
You know,
so why not a good bullshitter and liar?
On my wall, I got a plaque. I marched for Reagan in his inaugural parade, and I was in the military. And I marched down Pennsylvania Avenue. I got the plaque, the Ronald Wilson Reagan plaque.
Thank you for your service.
Fuck you, Woody.
I do it about twice a day.
Wow, you're better than I. I can't get it there yet.
You need Trimax, let me tell you.
I don't think of him as a smart person. Like, and I guess what you mean by smart person like matters, right? Like, I think he would be better equipped running a Staples or a Best Buy department store.
Every one of those dudes
or doing like youth baseball camps.
Listen, you can say what you want. Every one of those fuckers are smart people. Whatever
your dentist is smarter than George Bush by a factor of 10.
Podcasts and what we do, and what are you gaming, or however we all work, we do. These guys are smart in either organizing people. Reagan, great organizer, put great people around him. That was the best leaders. Always put the best people around them, the smarter people around them. I mean, I try to even do that. You guys, everybody tries to do that.
I do that, but I don't think Trump did.
But you're right. I think Trump. Well, his ego wouldn't let him do that. I think that.
Yeah.